Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to upload these videos. Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? It's your girl Monty, and today we're gonna get into some controversial topics. Hey, Ron. Hey, Growing. All right, so let's get into these videos right now.
They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why.
Hold on. Let me say hey to everybody. Hey, Taco. Hey, Growing. Hey, Ron. All right, so y'all, let's get back started. I'm sorry. Dang, my headphones died. But yes, let's get it back into.
They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, it because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women. But that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. Yeah. We're not talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that, now you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed. Yeah. And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit, because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can fuck us good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what the fuck is gonna happen with your family? And so I just encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more, because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing. Check this out. So to that point,
So, how do y'all men feel about the statements Ace Metaphor made? Do y'all think? Do y'all agree with what he said? He's basically saying that y'all need to, examine a woman before y'all, y'all get with her. Y'all supposed to, court her, get to know her. What values is she bringing to you besides intercourse? And I dropped the link for anybody that wants to hit the panel. You can come on up if you want to. But as I said before, like women should do the same thing. If you're trying to date a man, you're not just looking for sex. Well, at least I'm not. Hey, Taco. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. So, like, what do men see as value? Like, what is valuable to men besides the cookie? Besides cooking, besides having kids? Besides holding down the house. What else can a woman give to you that's valuable? That's just the question I have. Like I said, anybody can come up. Y'all can hit the link. We can always come back to this topic. But other than that, we're going to the next topic. Give me a second. Okay, so you said conversation, being spontaneous, adventure, and simplicity, which is true, but like, what else? I mean, I understand conversation, but you can have conversation just as well. I'm talking about besides like, material things. Can she add like, can she hold down the fort like basically if you're going broke or if you can't, well, it is material things in a way. Can she cook? Can she basically take care of the kids? Can she drive? Does she have any type of, education? That's what I'm saying. All right, so y'all, we getting into the next topic. Let's go.
Listen to people who haven't done what they're telling you about. It's always important to consider the source. If they tell you don't live your dream, check very carefully and see what dream it looked like they were living. All those people that 10 years ago were saying get a good job, those jobs are bankrupt. All the people that say you got to put your money in the bank, baby, that bank folded. The only thing that you can count on is your God and yourself.
Hold on, y'all. This train going by. Every time I go on live, it's always this doggone train. Give me a second.
We gonna just Google this one because yeah, just Google Kanye. Google, yeah, and then stay with me now. Harvard is suing Wig, and I don't know if you know this, but Harvard is literally Harvard Law School. How in the fuck are you getting sued by a school of lawyers? And then, nigga, the Pope died. And then Vice President Curious George said, "Don't worry, baby, I got this. I know we just lost China as a trading partner. You don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. We are making tremendous progress with India." Nigga, did we ask you for a camel? And then we got angry with the Supreme Court saying America can't give everyone a trial. And I will say this, that does make sense. You can't give a trial to everyone. But please, let's make sure to give trials to the ones we're giving charges to. And then impeachment plans for Trump have gained endorsements. And why should this matter to you as an American? It should not, actually. Nigga, we impeached him twice. He is still there. And then Kanye said,
I'm so done. At this point, I try not to get into politics, but we already see how the economy is going. Like I was saying on Ty's panel, well, not her panel, but her chat last night, I'm starting to grow my own food because, for one, there's too many GMOs, too many steroids, too many stuff that's unnecessary in our food. So I would rather go, the best route, which is to grow your own food. But that's just me. Other than that, let's get into the next clip I have. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. This might be a short live because nobody in the panel. Not y'all scared of me. Not y'all scared. Hey, Miss Jew. Thank you for coming through and supporting.
Hey,
Hey, friend,
Mom.
what's good?
Nothing much.
What's up?
Chilling
What's
on this
up?
beautiful Saturday. Nothing much.
So, what's up? You got
Yep.
some news to tell me? What's up?
Well, okay, so I heard this story about this black guy was messing with the YC, and so he did not know until he read the girl's messages about her last dude that she was with, and they set him up. So what do you think of that?
Okay, so
About
hold on. I'm gonna explain to the chat. For y'all that don't understand what a YC is, it's a Caucasian woman. So basically,
hmm
what were you saying? No, I'm sorry.
That's our new word instead of YN, so we call them YCs. Me and my spouse came up with that. But yeah, so she was texting her mother about what a good great guy he was, and she wanted him to stay around. So the mama, what I'm saying, she did not want, what I'm saying, her daughter to date, you know, us whatever. So she was like, yeah, he can stick around or whatever. And then the girl was like, that he should come around the house, what I'm saying, do something around the house. It was just weird. So he looked all the messages, what the girl had said, what I'm saying, to her mom. And, what I'm saying, he felt very uncomfortable. But I hope that he had made it out safe because you know how that go. What I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
happening with that when a man dating wifeys. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
And I
had that clip. I had that clip of the guy. He went on a date with a Caucasian woman, and he looked
mhm.
through her phone and saw that her and her parents were conversating, basically saying that they wanted to make him,
To do
a
stuff
modern
around
day,
the house.
a modern day slave. Basically, they
Yep,
said
that too.
that
Yeah,
we don't accept you with him, but get him to work
yeah,
for us.
yeah. That's what she said. And so he got the ammo of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you gotta be careful dating people outside your race. I understand people want to,
I
you know
appreciate
what
you,
I'm saying,
Ron.
try, what I'm saying? I understand they be want to try different women and all that stuff, but you know, you gotta be careful who you date nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I mean, I have no problem with people. Well, technically, that's not my choice too. For you to date outside your race, but I have no problem with people dating outside their race
Right,
whatsoever. I just feel
right.
like if they're underhanded racist,
Mhm.
I wouldn't choose to date a person like that. But continue, my bad. Appreciate you,
So yeah,
Taco.
so yeah, that's what's going on, and people be getting missing, and what I'm saying, stuff like this happening to them, because that's what happened to some guy a while back. So he had dated a YC, and she ended up unalive him. So what I'm saying, and people was what I'm saying, had their own opinion about that, well, it's his fault for, what I'm saying, dating her, what I'm saying, because he said that black women got attitude problem, what I'm saying, so,
I
and he
mean,
said that, and then look what happened to him.
as I said before, it's giving self hate because how do you say we have anger issues? Did you ever ask why are we so angry?
Right, but he can't speak no more of that because he's not here anymore, what I'm saying, but he was talking bad about the black women and stuff, and he wanted to date YC, so that's what happened. So the girl unalived him. So what I'm saying,
And
and
as I said before, I
his
have no
cousins
problem
people
with
know
people
him.
dating. Sorry to cut you off. I have no problem with people dating outside their race or choosing
Right,
whoever they want to love. But at the end of the day, do not disrespect your own race, because at the end of the day, you're always going to need your
Mhm.
race to, fall back on.
Right. And I remember a lady was saying that us as women, we always fight for our men, but they never fight for us. And a lady was speaking on that.
Exactly.
And she said she tired of it. She was like, ladies, we need to focus on ourselves. If these black men won't, what I'm saying, won't fight for us, why do we need to fight for them? You know what I'm saying? And she was like that us women should stay single and what I'm saying, I'm sorry, fight their own battles, what I'm saying? So that's what she was saying, what I'm saying? She was speaking things of what a black woman should do. Cause she was like that
We
us
shouldn't.
women shouldn't be
I
fighting
appreciate you, Miss
over.
Juju. We shouldn't tolerate the disrespect. We need to stop lowering our values to, basically fit the narrative that some men want. And I'm not just talking about black men. We're talking about white men, Puerto Rican men, all men. And this is
Right.
not a man bashing channel. Don't get it
Yeah,
twisted,
that's
because these
not.
women be out here
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true though. Yeah, absolutely right. But I mean, I get with her point of view, but at the same time, like I wouldn't bash our men like that because they trying their best to protect us.
But you have to
So
give them a chance. You have to give them a chance to.
yeah.
My bad if y'all hearing all this car noises and stuff. I'm outside on my porch.
No, you fine. I really can't
They
hear
want to
it. So
slide through right now. That's crazy work. Crazy.
who?
My neighbors. Crazy work. Crazy work. But back to what I was saying.
Yeah,
We need to start appreciating each other and stop
right.
devaluing each other so much.
And stop picking on one another. We need to lift each other up. It's too much stuff going on in this world right now. And people got so much hate towards their heart. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stuff that we need to work on as a team. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear that. They always have they
Facts.
say so. We need to come together. Like all this picking on one another. Oh, she's ugly. She this, she that. Like it's too much going on. We finna have a food shortage, y'all. Y'all don't notice that
That's why I say
prices
I'm
finna
going to
be
start planning my
rising.
own food. Bump that.
Prices is finna rise, y'all. Y'all not gonna able to afford no rent anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I hurry up and got in my new place real quick because I knew that this terror shit is finna hit the fan.
And
And it's
again,
happening. And
congratulations
it's
to
gonna
Glossy for
happen.
getting a spot. Congratulations,
Thank
friend.
you, because I did it real quick before the terrorists came. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be hard for people getting in a new spot while this terrorist hit. You know that, right? So be lucky that you already moved into your new spot. Congratulate to the ones that did. You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna be out of luck not to find anything. So better stay where
I
you at.
mean,
Cause you'll be
homelessness
safe
is
and
at an
sorry.
all-time high.
Right. So you'll be safe and sorry. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just stay where you at because you're gonna have a chance to be homeless. Cause I was looking at some guy on YouTube and he was explaining about it's gonna be more homeless people gonna be in the streets and about
Glossy,
this
you see what
terror people.
Taco said? Sorry to cut you off.
What
You see
happened?
what Taco said?
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's what's going on. And so you gotta hurry up and get everything you can grab. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had got everything I need for the future. You know what I'm saying? It's not about bragging or anything, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been telling people since last year when I went on my live screen, letting people know, be
Facts.
prepared. Get your hair, get deodorant, get soap, get everything that you can because once this shortage come and once this terror hit, it's already here now. You're not gonna afford all this stuff. So get
And
what you can get. Did y'all heard about Timu? Monica, you shared that with the audience about Timu. What's going on with that?
Oh, they
And
already trying to go up on, basically shipping items here to America. So I believe it has to be like you said 80%
they said it's gonna have. They
more,
said something about 800 up, and they
eight
said
hundred
the
dollars.
shipping is going. Yeah, you had to spend 800 to buy items, and they said something about to China to the United States. So they said that the package is going to be 200, and it's going to start in June. I mean, yeah, in June the 2nd. So I'm just letting y'all know out there what's going on. People worrying about somebody else's life, worrying about wrong things. We need to be worrying about what's going on in our lives and not focus on somebody else's life that's not helping us. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think we need to start taking care of each
What?
other like we did
Take
back
care.
then, instead of
Right,
dividing.
right,
What do you get out of dividing?
right,
Our
right.
ancestors were sticking together more back
Mm-hmm.
then than we are nowadays. Even if they were complete
Right,
strangers,
right.
does that tell you something?
Because
But let's get back.
all these celebrities are rich. We shouldn't be worrying about the people that's already rich. We need to keep money in our pocket and you know what I'm saying and floating. Everybody else is good. You know what I'm saying? Some of these YouTubers, some of these celebrities, they got money. We shouldn't be giving no money to nobody. We need to be stacking, saving our money for ourselves, for our family, for our kids, and you know what I'm saying? Because nobody else not gonna help us. We on our own.
It's
You
funny
the
that you
government
brought
don't
up
care about
money
me.
because they moving it to electronic wise now. If you don't
Yeah,
have
that's what
like
they doing.
stuff electronically, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure now allegedly they're gonna start,
Right.
not taking it
Right.
in the stores.
Yeah. We gotta focus
Exactly.
on us. You know what I'm saying? We need to worry about us instead of pouring money to people that's already rich
Hey Ty.
and famous.
I say hey Glossy. But y'all give me a
I'm
second.
home.
I'm about to play this clip of this designer saying that he didn't want to sell his items to, certain I'm not even gonna say certain. He didn't want to sell it to black people.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, as of recently. I wanted
That's
to upload that
crazy.
clip, but it won't even let me play it on well, it won't let me get it on YouTube.
That is crazy. He really said that?
Well, they used the word DEI,
Mm.
another word for black people.
Right.
So y'all give me a second.
Okay. I'm
Hey
finna
Miss
remute.
Juju.
Yeah, it's
Hey Miss
me.
Juju.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey,
Hey,
Juju.
y'all. Hey.
Hi.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm about to get ready to play this clip. I think you guys saw the situation in the Lululemon store. The girls twerking. It was ignorant as fuck. It was ignorant. Why are you doing that in an establishment? Was it a protest? Was it a protest? It's just like the flight attendant that was twerking. Why are we doing that? I'm tired of this. Do you? No, girl, do you? No. Do you understand that shit is fucking stupid? Yeah, that was corny. Why are you in an establishment doing that kind of shit? There's a time and place for everything. I didn't say you can't twerk, but why are you twerking in an establishment that doesn't allow it? Shouldn't be. Now they're going to be putting signs up there: no twerking, no loitering, no shoes, no service. And by the way, the designer of Lululemon actually said he didn't want black people wearing his clothing, and that's a couple of designers have said that. And there's a song with Lululemon in it. First of all, black people are the reason why you sell anything. And half you designers are always stealing shit from fucking African culture, like Louis Vuitton and all you stealing stuff from the Maasai tribe. You stealing stuff from different tribes of Africa for your stupid fashion shows. It started even in the days of Run DMC when they were talking about my Adidas. Adidas sold the fuck out. We talk about Nikes. Jay-Z used to talk about Manolos. And we always put fashion into hip hop. And people sell out. They sell the shit out. And these designers have the nerve to go, I didn't want black people to. And what's really hilarious is we still go back and we still buy their bullshit. You saw what happened to Target, guys. Our money affects them.
If they're going to be disrespectful, no more money. That is why they say what they say, because you keep making them rich. Enough of that shit. It's like a bad relationship, a abusive relationship. You keep going back. What are you doing? Why are you twerking at Lululemon? Fuck Lululemon.
I think y'all gonna hear his apology. The man that said he didn't want black people to buy his stuff anymore.
From now on, Target is learning their fucking lesson. Stop being such fucking mental slaves doing this shit. They're disrespecting you left and right. You gotta have some kind of pride. So that's all I want to say. And Lululemon fucking sucks anyway. And what's really hilarious is these designers are going to make a statement. We are very sorry. I'm sorry to have put you all through this. Like we said, it's all bullshit. We got to show these people. Just like Africa is trying to kick out the Europeans, we got to show these people our dollars count. Black people make the world turn. You have to understand that. Our money counts. But some people are so hateful of black folks, they'll make statements like that. And it's too late to apologize. Fuck you and your apology, huh? Take that and shove it up your couture ass. Like I said, fuck the Lululemons. We got black designers that'll design our own shit, all right? We'll have our own Lulus. We're going to have our Ray Ray Lemons. Fuck it. Actively Black. I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Lanny. Actively Black. They got fly ass athletic gear. It's way doper than Lululemon. Actively Black. You guys should be buying his shit out. The brother is dope. His clothing is dope. It's not cheap. Go to Actively Black. Buy that shit. Yeah. It's just that simple.
Okay, so what did y'all think about this designer saying that he didn't want to sell his items to DEI, basically black people?
Well, I'm gonna be for real with you. Stop buying their stuff. If
Yeah,
that's how
I
they
don't buy
feel
it no
about
damn
us,
way.
exactly. I mean, some our people will buy it just because it's nice and pretty. But I'm not finna be stupid and buy something that somebody don't like my skin tone. Okay, let's just make
Sid
that clear.
Jones.
Let me
Pop
tell you
that.
what's happening. Excuse me. I don't mean to cut you off. But let
It's
me tell
okay.
y'all what's happening back in my hometown in South Carolina. Um, Down south, it's like in the country, and we have a lot of neighborhood stores. And one of the famous neighborhood stores is owned by Arabs. And like 2 weeks ago, one of the Arabs got into it with a black guy and called him a nigger. Don't you know the power that we have as people got that message, and no black person go to that store anymore? The store has closed their doors because it was running by nothing but black people. It made them so angry to this one time they stood together and started going to the next store. Our dollar matter. And that's why we need to invest our dollar
Facts.
in each other instead of
Fact.
giving it to them, because they don't give a damn about us.
At all. And
They
they would
never
rather
did.
turn
They
us
never
against each
did.
other. They would rather
Mm-hmm.
turn us against each other than to,
Yep.
and continue to profit off of us like they
Yes,
always do.
yes.
And they laughing at us too. They want us to bring each other down and hurt one another. They like that shit. They like the kick of it. They like let these niggas, do their thing and let's sit back and laugh and eat our popcorn and drink. That's what they do. They sit back and laugh at us. And that's why I say we gotta do better. We gotta stick together and stop all this hatred towards one another and let's
Facts.
build. You see what Megan Thee Stallion doing? Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion, because do y'all
Shout out.
know that she got a Popeyes restaurant on the way? That's huge for her to
What?
do that. So I hope that these other celebrities do the same and, what I'm saying, open up more restaurants, open stores, open schools, what I'm saying? So I
Facts.
hope that they do more and stop spending stuff that's not even value, what I'm saying, to us. We don't
Speaking of
need
that,
a lot of jewelry and a lot of big cars and houses and stuff. We need to get to the community that's going to benefit us in the near future. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
exactly.
most of that
And
stuff is fake anyways.
hey, I'm just about to say that, because
That
you know
stuff
they letting
is
us know
fake.
now. They let us know
Mm-hmm.
now. You know how they pick at you for not wearing Louis Vuitton, having name brand stuff. Well, the money people paying for that brand, it's the
Mm-hmm.
same. It take the same thing to make the knockoff, and you just paying
Right.
for the name. It's
Right.
made the same company making the stuff.
Exactly. And China exposed it. And see
Yep.
people talking about all that stuff, some of that stuff is real. No, it's not. China
Nope.
just exposed it and let it be known that all that stuff is made from them.
All
They did
that
not
made from them.
all that
Facts.
stuff made from China. So, you know what I'm saying? And plus we need China, if you
Hmm.
ask me. So now China is mad at us, you know what I'm saying, because what the F shit what the government is
Tariffs,
doing.
the tariffs.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the
See,
And then
tariffs.
on top of
I
that,
think with the tariffs, it got it going left and right with the tariffs. But when it come down to a lot of stuff, we need to be making it here anyway. We need to have our own stuff.
facts.
We should have
Right,
never
We need
had
that's
to
another
true.
rely on
Black
China in the
Wall
first place.
Street, but
We
nobody
should have
want to
never
do it no more.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly. We should have never been relying on other countries or other races. If you want to be technical.
Yeah, that's true.
We
That's true
sat
though.
there. We sat there. Well, we didn't sit there. People came through. They destroyed our properties, and they divided us all over again. And we sat there and let them.
Hmm.
Yeah. And they rich. They filthy rich. And we up here poor as hell.
And like I said before, this is no racial against any race. We're just talking about how us as African Americans need to stick together. Like I said, I have no problem with any race, but
Not meaning I don't either, but we still need to stick to our own people that need to wake up and listen what the hell's going on around us.
facts.
And
Facts.
stop being so stuck up they ways.
We would
Hmm.
rather beat each other down before any other race beats us down, and that's crazy.
Hmm.
Exactly.
By design.
Mm-hmm. They care
By
about their
design.
design. They be bragging about, I got this, I got that. My kids were designed, my this, my that. I bought this, I bought that. That's materialistic stuff. Like, who cares about materialistic stuff? Like, we need to be focused on our brand and make our own brand. You know,
That's right.
Exactly.
because I
Exactly.
don't care about no brand stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cheap anyway. Like they said, the jewelry is fake.
All of that stuff has no
It
value to it. We're just paying for the
does.
name.
It does.
Exactly.
You paying for the logo, like the lady said. You paying for a logo. You really stupid for paying a logo that coming from the same warehouse. So I mean, people just brainwashing dumb. They think that they know it all and they don't.
Right.
All right,
Exactly.
y'all. I'm about to show this picture to y'all. I want to see what y'all think about it. Cause me, I'm proud of this man for doing this. I don't care how old he is, whatever. But let's see. Like he is a whole senior, and he skipped out of going to high school. He ended up graduating. I think they said he matter of fact, let me see. They said he dropped out of high school in 1903. Well, 1930s actually. I just love to see my people succeed, not just like
Me
the
too.
women. I like to see the men succeed as well.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
I don't
And ain't
think
Exactly.
this.
nothing wrong going back to school. Ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong going back to school and going to college, what you do, what you love. It's never too late. I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s. It's never too late that you want to chase your dream, you know? And people be picking on people like that because people be waiting for so long, but it's never too late of,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, getting good careers and, you know,
And let me tell y'all this. Trump is talking about we want martial law. the black community feel they need protection.
I mean, it's just another reason to, harass and
Yes.
unalive black people in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it's
that's
gonna
what it's
happen,
giving.
y'all.
Yeah,
It's
that's
about
what
to
it's
happen.
giving.
Hmm.
And they did say that they're going to get rid of the police, so be prepared for that too. And they
But
also talking about they're gonna take people guns away. They're gonna be the nurse laws gonna be knocking on people's doors, trying to take their weapons away from them because they know that a lot of people.
And they're doing away with due process.
so legally, if you have like your license and the registrations and all that stuff for your weapons, they can still take your weapons.
They come up with a
But
reason.
some people not even licensed. Some people is carrying. Like my state of Georgia, they we don't need no license permit or anything. We can carry our guns. So, you know what I'm saying? But some people say it's still best to, have license.
Facts, because you don't need any more police officers or citizens arrest to harass you. Because nowadays they have it to where regular day citizens can arrest people,
Hmm.
and I'm like, how is that legal? But I forgot we have a felon as a president, so nothing is really legal anymore.
That part. That part.
Exactly. That part, Moni, you is absolutely right on that part.
Crazy work.
But
Yeah,
let's
it's
get
very
into this
crazy.
Shannon Sharp
Okay.
debauchery.
Let's go.
Hopefully it played the video. Come on. I was steady strolling. Come on now. I was showing the article of what it was saying. Damn. Give me a second.
Cases of HIV.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If anybody in the chat lives in Texas, they said that you guys are allegedly having an outbreak of, STDs and HIV.
Yeah, I heard that, but that's why you keep your legs closed and watch who you deal with.
I mean,
Simple.
You
facts,
can say
but
that again.
hopefully
You
it's
can
not
say
here in
that.
Florida because we. But let me play this clip and we'll get back to our commentary.
Cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections are on the rise in our area and rising faster than anywhere else in Texas. Tonight, Matt Doherty looks at which parts of the city are seeing the highest rates of new cases. He joins us live tonight in West Houston. Matt?
Yeah, the study shows the rates of new cases are rising across the board, even among some diseases you may have thought were long gone.
HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all of those. So it's a big issue we have here in our community.
Cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted.
Okay, so yeah, it's been another outbreak of that going around. I mean, if y'all are anywhere close near Texas, Florida, anybody, anywhere, near very populated states,
It's
please
in
wrap
Atlanta
up and
too.
strap up.
I'm in
It's
Texas,
in,
but I have no fear because I don't rock like that. So to each his
I know
own.
that's right. Say that
I'm right
again,
in
because we
Texas.
don't rock like that. Right.
Unless they put it in the water
You
or the
welcome,
food.
Ron. You're
It's
welcome.
right.
Pass me by.
Exactly.
But for real though, like wrap up or strap up, go to the clinic. Both of y'all, not just one of y'all. Both of y'all go to the clinic and don't just listen to somebody that says that they don't have it. Go with that person, look at the results, make sure, you know, and
Exactly.
and do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And take accountability of your actions, what you're doing. Okay?
Facts.
Now the
And
ones
don't
that
just
just
be out.
that freestyle and just dibble and dabble or sell themselves, them the ones that got to be on alert. But I mean, if you don't rock like that, it ain't gonna.
That's
They,
nasty. That's nasty.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
I
is
mean,
one.
I ain't gonna lie. It feel good in the moment, but it's better to wrap up, strap up, do what you have to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And stop
listen,
meeting strangers on the internet, especially on these profiles, dating profiles. Get to know the person more before you sleep with them. Okay?
that's because last year this woman nearby my state ended up taking went on this date with this Caucasian man and ended up excuse me ended up being unalived by that Caucasian man. So it's best to get to know a person in person, but even then, if you know them in person, they can still unalive you. So I would
That's true.
just be
Yeah.
cautious. Be cautious of who you meet.
Right. Because you don't know that person crazy. You don't know that person background. You don't know this person mental. You don't know this person is a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful who you date. If you're gonna date somebody on social media or YouTube or whatever, just be careful who you date. And
Facts.
don't move somebody in your house 3-4 months that you better don't even doggone know.
Facts.
Get to
Because
know
Right.
them
you're
first.
not
Right.
knowing who you're letting into your household. It could be
Exactly.
an angel
Crazy
or it could
work.
be Satan.
Right. Exactly.
And also, not only that, you have to protect who, no shade to nobody. If you have children, watch your
You're right.
children.
Mm-hmm. Watch your kids. All costs.
Mhm. Be careful who you pick up on these YouTube
Facts.
streets and have them come into your house.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
Some people
Because
don't have no conscience when
people,
they come down
even
to it.
when they are dating you, they look for dirt. They look for dirt on you to see what they can expose or what they can tell to
Mm-hmm.
the public. Because you have shiesty
Yeah.
people like that nowadays.
Oh, you absolutely right, Mona. Yeah.
But yeah,
Expose your
this
whole life, expose everything. That's what happened to that other YouTube girl. I think her name Erica, something like that. Love by Erica. She had dated somebody, and I think he was a YouTuber, I believe, before she got with him, and they was good buddy. Then next thing you know, he turned to the enemy, and he started talking about her, bashing her real bad. So yeah, be careful who you down this internet. That's all I can say.
I mean, they
I
said
know people,
hurt people, but how can you hurt somebody that you never heard or really don't even know?
right?
Like
Cause
Ron, this
he
whole thing YouTube is
regrets.
a
He
dating app.
said she
Byron,
regrets.
Byron,
Miss Show said it. YouTube
Byron,
was a
talking about
dating app in the
YouTube.
beginning. In the
I
beginning, YouTube
understand.
was a
I
dating app.
understand what you said, Rod. But if you're gonna do that, please be extra careful, cause you don't want to put your life in danger. Cause it is some women do set men up, and I'm glad that we had this conversation because I want to talk about this. So, I don't know if y'all heard about this story a while back. It was a dude. He messing with a girl. She a wifey, and she was talking to her boyfriend, texting the boyfriend, everything. This man did not know that she has a boyfriend or not. So they end up going on a date or whatever. So some guy, they was in the car. Next thing you know, he got shot multiple times. He got robbed and got shot.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you have to be careful dating on websites and all that stuff. Just be extra careful. 'Cause it is some women out there will set a man up too as well, and men.
Facts. They do it both, men and women.
Yep. Yep.
So you
Sure
gotta be
do.
careful who you out
And he
here
left, and he
meeting.
left, and he left behind a child that he had, and he was a father and a son and a brother. That hurts when you lose your loved one over a social media, internet, whatever you want to call it, to somebody that you don't know. So just be careful. If y'all gonna do that, be careful. Check their background. If you gotta pay $2, $3 to check their background, do do background research. Ask for their name. Ask answers. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get caught up and get with somebody that you don't even know. And oh yeah, Mom, I'm glad we're talking about this too. Cause girl, have you
So,
heard about this on TikTok? In the they said something about don't date a guy in Atlanta. It's a they showing these different men not to date. Be cautious of who you talking to, girl. They got that on TikTok.
like, is it because they want to date him, or is it because of some underlying stuff that he ain't
They
telling
checking
people
their
on the internet?
background. They checking their backgrounds. It was I think it said something about date don't date a dude in Atlanta, something like that. It's all over TikTok. They had made up a site on there on TikTok and letting women aware that certain dudes that you shouldn't date in Atlanta. So you got to check that out, Mona. But when I tell you it was crazy when I heard about this, I'm like, what? They telling them
Wow.
that the person got STD. They letting people know that this guy got a track
Are
record on
PDF
him.
files? Are they PDF files?
Man, I don't know what it is, but girl, when I tell you, they was they was checking them up and down. So
Crazy work.
yeah, they
Facts.
letting people know don't date this type of person in Atlanta. And I used to stay in Atlanta. I don't stay in Atlanta no more. But I'm just telling you. But they got some type of page up on TikTok. And girl, when I tell you they up exposing these type of men about what they got and what type of trouble they in. So yeah.
Wow. So some of those women
Hmm.
have to be extra careful of exposing men like that, because then they come back and try to take revenge into their own hands. I remember a case almost a few years ago. This girl kept
Hmm.
going on Facebook Live and exposing the dude she was talking to, and he had like
Yeah, I
multiple
heard
baby
about that.
mamas and all that stuff, and
Hmm.
ended up a lot under life in her on Facebook Live in front of her family.
Oh yeah, it was another similar like that. It was a lady, she was talking to some dude and he was the G or whatever. And so she kept exposing him. And I don't know. I think she said something like she had left. I think she left her phone or wallet or something. It was way back, and so she was posing and picking on this guy by he being the G or whatever. So he ended up following her in her car, and he shot and killed her.
Oh wow, unalive,
Yeah,
but oh
on the
wow,
live. I'm sorry, on the live. Yeah,
you good friend, you
on the
good.
live. Yeah, and it was sad. That's why I say you gotta be careful exposing these men, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't even know if these men really, what I'm saying, serial K. So you gotta be careful how you exposing people.
Let me tell you about y'all about this right here. Y'all might have even read about it. This was back in like 2015, 20. It was this black lady in South Carolina that was going around purposely affecting senators and governors in South Carolina and giving them HIV.
Oh wow.
Married men was sleeping with this woman. So many of them had to get tested because she came out to be positive and she was knowingly spreading it all around South Carolina to the big wigs. It was all in the
Wow.
news. It was all in the
That,
news. Yes.
that's why I say you have to watch who you sleep with, because not everybody out here is clean.
Hmm.
You don't
She
know
was an
what they
hourglass,
got.
classic young looking black lady. She was pulling them in, black and white. She was pulling them,
And that's exactly
making
why
them
I will choose celibacy until I get with the right one.
tell you.
Other
Right.
than that, y'all ain't getting none. Y'all not getting none.
Yep.
Especially if y'all not. No, it's enough for me. All
Listen
this
to the police.
chlamydia,
You could,
HIV.
Please
herpes
yourself
and
first,
all that
honey.
junk. I'm good.
Please yourself first. Child, bye.
Right.
I love me too
Shoot.
much for all that.
You better.
You better love yourself.
Right? Because if
Some
I
folk
didn't
got
love
low
myself,
self
I wouldn't.
esteem.
I would just tolerate anything. Mm-mm.
Right. I want tired of no man behavior that talk trash and Joan on you, pick on you. And I'm glad that we had this conversation. So it was a lady, she was married to her husband,
Mm,
and he did not like her weight at all. So she said, "Y'all think that I'm pregnant?" Because I thought that they was pregnant with the way
mm,
I saw the picture, but she not even pregnant. So she ended up having her degree and all that,
mm,
and she trying to save her marriage because he was trying to leave her because of her weight. He didn't like her weight. He didn't want to touch her or nothing. So ever since she lost that weight, he all lovey dovey on her, touching on her and stuff like that. And it is some men out here don't want a woman that's big.
He
And
must
ain't
have
nothing
short
wrong.
man complex.
I
That's
He
mean,
what I
must have a
but
little
and
I
ain't
little
nothing
got.
bitty
wrong.
teeny weeny itty bitty
Yeah,
weeny weeny.
right.
It
They
ain't,
could
it
be
ain't
one
a her
of
problem,
those
it's a
too.
he problem.
I got
Right.
Don't
a
be hating on the
question. I got
BBW.
two
Don't be
questions to
hating
that.
on the
Matter of
BBW.
fact, I got two questions to that. Matter of fact, did she have
Okay.
his kids, and was it stress related? Because us women, when we get of age, like up to almost 30 years old, when we get stressed out, we have weight in our midsection. It's harder to lose that weight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen
So
to
I have a
anybody.
question: like, was she pregnant, or like,
No,
what's
no,
this
she was
ninja
not.
stressing her out?
No, she was not pregnant. I thought she was because when she said that y'all think that I was pregnant, she was holding her stomach, so she said she was not pregnant. So when she pronounced her career and all this stuff, getting her degrees and stuff, he was like, okay, he wasn't excited with her at all. Like he was really was was not into her like that.
Who,
So
Well, good
she
riddance.
was
Good
what
riddance.
made him marry her? Was she plus size? Excuse me, I'm gonna cut you off. Was she plus size when they got married?
yeah, she was big.
Well, see, that it was a he problem. It was a he problem all along because he should have never married her if he didn't like a
Facts.
plus
Right.
Good
size woman.
That's
riddance.
right.
That's
Bye.
crazy.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
plenty men like big women's,
Yeah.
plenty.
Yeah.
So
Ain't
he should
nothing
have been
wrong with
honest
it.
with her from the beginning. That way, she could have chose someone who have don't have no problem with her weight.
Right.
It's
And
a
he
he
kind of was
problem.
real big himself. He
Ain't
wasn't
nothing wrong with
what a
chubby
peak man
chases
needed.
as long as you're healthy. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Right. That's
And at
right.
the end of the day, I would rather him leave her than for him to cause her mentality or like her physical health, trying
Yeah.
to
But she
please
Like I
wanted to
him.
said,
save her
it was a
she
he
wanted to
problem.
save her marriage. She didn't want to lose him for some reason. And somebody else was in the comment was saying that she need to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
She should have moved on with somebody else. She should have just accepted a divorce. Because if I had a man like that, I would have left. Because I
What?
don't want,
Facts.
what I'm saying? I don't want to be in a relationship if a man don't accept how I look and how what I'm saying, dress or whatever, you
To get
know,
married?
to get,
To marry
right,
somebody?
I
I
mean, you
mean,
gotta love you before you love anybody else. And if he can't love
right,
you just as well, girl, he need to get the hell on. Period.
yeah,
right.
it's his problem. He got a short man complex. You got a short man complex.
That's what that is. Yep.
He can't
But
satisfy her.
this isn't just
Everything.
a man bashing channel because women do the same thing just as well. They don't want a man that's
Mm-hmm.
overweight. They don't want a man that's
Overweight.
bummy. They
Yep.
don't want a man that's basically mooching off of them. They don't want a man that's, they
Mm-hmm.
ain't got nothing going for himself for real.
Yep. And sit at home on the couch all day and eating up the food up and stuff. Don't want to do nothing. Just sit down, watch TV all day and talk shit. Fix my food. Give me this. Give me that.
But women, they concur. Us women, I'm not gonna sit there and basically just bash men. Us women do it too. We want a man that has his own car, his own house. He could have like a
Right.
5 figure. bank account. He got to be spiritually motivated, not only spiritually motivated, but he also has to be book smart and
I
also
pretty much
street
don't.
smarts.
I pretty much
But you're not
don't
gonna
care.
marry him before you ask for those things
Right.
or,
But
or require
me, but
those things.
me, but me for real, I wouldn't care if a man doesn't have $1 million in the bank. Long that he has a job and take care of his family, that's
Facts.
it. It don't have to be no materialistic things and I want a Birkin bag. I want this, I want no, because you really using him. If you ask me, that's not love. You love bombed him.
And it
You just
goes
want to
vice
do what you got
versa.
out of him.
But we're
Right.
holding the women accountable now because y'all always, not all of us, y'all always look for the material stuff. Y'all look for the money. Y'all look for
Exactly.
the looks. Y'all look
Hmm.
for if he has notoriety online.
Right, exactly. And that's what it's given.
You gotta, if you trying to be with a man, you gotta love him for him. Besides all the money, cause like
Also, it's getting a clout chasing too.
facts.
So they trying to keep up their image. So they like, I'm gonna get this man, and he gonna rise me up, and he gonna build me up. So I'm just gonna stick with. I'm just gonna take his bullshit, and I'm just gonna stick with it.
Basically
That's
a
not how it
rags
works.
to
Hey,
riches
Jude.
story. Appreciate you,
Exactly.
Jude. Appreciate you. But we're not,
Right.
like I said, we're not just gonna bash the men and act like they're just the ones that making all the mistakes. Because women, like I said, women do it just as well. Just like women deal with abuse, men deal with abuse just as well, whether it's verbally, physically, or mentally.
Right.
We hold everybody
Exactly.
accountable over here, not just like I say,
Not
not
just
just the men.
exactly. Not just the
Right.
men,
Right.
women too. Yep.
Exactly right.
Because they can
Yep.
play victim all the time, be like, oh well, he's hitting me, he's doing all this, he's doing all that. But you won't say that you slapped him or you gave him this kind of, disease or something.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then you wonder why he hit you back because you hit him first.
Facts. Like we can play victim all day. Both parties play victim. Nobody's holding, each other accountable. I'm tired of this gender war. We all need each other, basically, to continue the human race to, prolong.
Hmm.
Exactly.
But y'all, give me a second. And this, like I said, this is not a man bashing channel. I'm about to play this little, well, actually, I think I already played it. Basically, with Shannon Sharp, another victim from back in the day came out. I don't even have the clip. Hey, KG, appreciate you for coming through. But yeah, another victim came out saying that she was R-worded and she cheated on her husband to be with him and so on and so forth. I don't know if I will post that later or it's gonna be on my story on Instagram. I don't want to post it here because it has something to do with, people getting taken advantage of. But
Right.
like I said, we hold men and women accountable. I don't like that gender war bullshit
Right.
because, like I said, we all need each other. The human
We
race
do need
wouldn't be
to.
possible if a man or a woman didn't conceive. But y'all can continue. My bad. I went on a tangent.
So now they talking about the segregation thing. I don't know where they're really gonna go, but that's gonna be the one thing they're gonna bring us together by force. They're gonna
Yep.
force us to buy from each other, and
So when is
that's
this
when we'll really realize that we
segregation
can
thing
do it all
supposed to
over again.
happen?
I think it's slowly trickling out. Like I said, this week past, Trump trying to push this thing about military martial law in black communities because we need help. No, we
So
got some
basically,
trouble
giving
areas.
people the right to
That's an
unalive
agenda.
people.
That's an agenda, my opinion.
That,
Facts. That's what it's
so
giving.
basically, giving people the right to unalive people, basically, off of their own thoughts, or if they fear for their lives, they can
Yeah, he
unalive
said.
somebody. That is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, he's saying that we scared to go to the store. We are scared and nervous that somebody gonna hurt us. So by having security everywhere, which is part of martial law, we'll feel safe. There's something else behind that, though. Something behind that.
Wow. So this is giving Trayvon Martin all over again.
Mhm.
That's what it seemed like
May he
too.
rest in peace. Y'all don't forget to
Just
hit that like and subscribe button though.
keep your eyes open, people, and start.
And
Go ahead
also
and
Miss
stock up,
Jew
stock
and
up, stock up.
Miss Jew and Glossy, I will drop y'all links down in my description later. Later on, y'all
Okay.
click down in the description, like and subscribe to their channels. I appreciate y'all for coming up. But I'm not getting out just yet. I still want to pop my ears for a little bit.
Yeah, pop that in. I also got another story too to share with y'all too.
Okay, so what's up?
Let's go.
Okay, so have y'all heard these two couple going around? Her name is Lynn and Jamal. So he had got shot twice, and his family um want him to be in a nursing home. They had want to pull the plug on him. And this happened in 2020. So his baby mama saved his life. She didn't want to pull the plug. So it's a lot of stuff going back and forth about Jamal. And he disabled now. And I did not know that he had got shot twice. And that's what they had said. His baby mama had said that he got shot twice before the incident occurred
Hmm.
of his current situation now. So the baby mama been taking care of him, and people feel like that she might leave him. Some people saying that she messing with his best friend. Some people are saying that Jamal is sleeping with the mother. Some lady from TikTok, she was doing a reader, and they were saying that Jamal is sleeping with Lynn's mother. She been taking care of him also. So now they arguing over money, they arguing over benefits. It's just crazy. And I really feel bad for Jamal is going through that. He don't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? He did not ask to be in that predicament that he was in, that he got shot. You know what I'm saying? And
I
he's
mean, he's
talking
not even
all these.
deceased yet. He's not even deceased yet. And on top of that, is he even on a machine?
No, he's talking. He's talking and walking, and his baby mama be so mean to him. I understand that it's a lot on her plate. She take care of him and their son, but I just feel like that she shouldn't be harsh to him like that. You know what I'm saying? And he's disabled. His family want him back, but at the same time, they want him to be in a nursing home.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
but
saying?
kind of.
And
I'm not. I'm not blaming her. Sorry to cut you off. I'm not blaming
okay,
her, but she took on that responsibility, so she cannot technically blame him or take her anger out on him. She has to learn to have patience. If she's trying to be an in-home CNA, she has to learn how to have patience with the man. He's no longer the
right.
same man that she knew because of the disability.
And then it also said that he was cheating on her, and people in the comment was saying that where they not married, they never was married. She shouldn't take care of him, but that's her baby daddy. I mean, she the one want to stick around and take care of him. But Jamal do not want to be with his family. But the reader was saying that Jamal missed his family. But they said that the cousin, and this was crazy, they said that the cousin or the brother had let Jamal see his killer. That was crazy. Why
On
would
a
y'all do
library.
that? Underlive him. Why would y'all show him his underliver person to him? That was weird. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of stuff with that family. They arguing at Lynn cussing her out and she's going back and forth with them. And I think at this point, I believe they mad that Lynn is making money off of Jamal because they be doing on TikTok, they do Facebook, they all over social media, so they get little money. And I think he also get disability check or whatever. But the family is want some of that pie of the money. They
I mean,
arguing
but
at
hell, they
Lynn.
not help. Sorry to cut you off, but hell, they not helping him. So what do
They
you
not.
think?
They wanted him. They wanted him to. You know. They didn't want to keep him alive.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's what rumors are going around allegedly that his family don't want him alive. They told the hospital to pull the plug, but his baby mama said no, don't pull
Somebody
that
got
plug.
insurance. Somebody got insurance.
Yeah, yeah, somebody got insurance. They wanted that boy, out of here. But thank God that he's still here. He talking good. He progressing, but he had got shot in the head. And I think he lost his brother too. So people been talking about it on YouTube, and not a lot of YouTube's not talking about it, but I have been seeing other YouTubes talking about it and on TikTok. So it's sad, you know what I'm saying? But they not together, but they sticking it through. And I hope that, what I'm saying, Lynn don't give up on her baby daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because he need to be with her to because she really helping him out. Because if he go to the nursing home, people in the nursing home allegedly be bruising them and
Don't be treated.
taking
It's not the
advantage of them
same.
and they know it. You know what I'm saying?
It is not the same.
All right, y'all, this train going by. Give me a second.
It is not the
But
same.
as I was saying, I blame the family. I blame the family wholeheartedly because at the end of the day, it shouldn't fall on the baby's mother to hold all that responsibility of taking care of their relative. But they don't. But my thing is, they don't want her to take care of him, and they don't want to take care of him. Like
Right, but
what?
they saying that, but some people saying that's not true. That she's not the baby mom not gonna leave him. But the family is going off because she want to have her free time. She want to get back to herself when she was before. She hurt that her baby daddy is going through this situation. It's sad and hurtful to see this man family arguing back and forth over somebody taking care of him and the money situation. It's just sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that he's going through that and he shouldn't be going through that. You know what I'm saying? He needs to continue learn how to talk and walk and stuff without them doing all this, giving him stress. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It
Facts.
is just bad, but yeah, y'all follow their story. It's Jamal and Lynn. They on TikTok, and y'all gotta hear it when I tell y'all it's sad situation that the family going back and forth. Then you got the cousin going back and forth with baby mom. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's a big mess.
Wow.
But at the end
Wow.
of the day, like I said, she don't want to help. Well, they don't want to help her, and like they don't want her to help him. What kind of family does that? If you really
That's
love
crazy
your
work.
relative,
Crazy work.
They just want his money. That's what people are
Crazy
saying.
work. If they want him unalive, somebody got a policy somewhere.
That's what it seemed like to me. And then they said that the sister don't like him. The family don't like him, so I don't know. It's just sad that he's going through that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he go back there, ain't no telling what his family might do to him. Because people do be
allegedly.
doing
But
allegedly. You don't
still,
know. Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm.
yeah, I would rather her take care of him. If,
that's
they're
what
doing the
somebody else
online
said.
thing, and I like the
Right.
that she's showing the process of him.
Hmm.
If he's getting better in any way, she's
Yeah,
showing it.
he's getting better. His progress is showing that he's talking, even though what I'm saying, he taking a little time, but he's getting progress, what I'm saying, ever since he been with Lynn, his baby mama. But I did not know that he had another child, besides her child. So his other baby mama not reaching out or let him see they kid. I didn't know he had an older son.
So
Mm, mm.
wow.
Well, damn.
That is
Last
crazy
night.
to me. That is real. That's really crazy
Right.
because y'all don't want to see your family do good. I hate
Mm-hmm.
that crap and the barrel mentality that not just us African Americans have, but every race has. Y'all don't want to see your own people do good.
That's crazy, ain't it? But it's a
Yeah,
fact.
it's
It's a
crazy.
fact.
Yeah. Yeah. I had saw that story last night because I was gonna go on live about it because I had more, you know what I'm saying, content I wanted to talk about, but it's
I
faded.
mean, you
It's
still can go on. Now, I'm about to get up off this thing because I's tired. My energy done went low,
not your energy went boost.
and it
But
did, and
thank
it
you for
did.
having me on here.
I appreciate both of y'all for coming up. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop y'all links down in the
All right.
description later.
All
Y'all don't
right now.
forget to like and
Salute,
subscribe to their channels. I appreciate
salute,
Absolutely.
salute,
you,
I
salute.
bro.
appreciate it. And
All
I
right,
thank God I
y'all.
got some new subscribers. Shout out to the new subscribers. And Moni also got new subscribers. Shout out to y'all for
I
making the dream
appreciate
work
y'all.
teamwork.
All right, y'all.
Thank you. All right. See you later.
See you.